all this, it's like, it's too good to be true. Like, what is in it that's making their hair grow?
I might need some convincing.
I mean,
but we're gonna film this video and we're gonna figure it out together.
hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Ebony.
And I'm Erica.
And today's video, we're getting straight to the point of the Gina curl, what it's all about and everything. We found out about the Gina curl from one of you guys in the comments, so we're gonna try to explain it as best we can throughout the video. If you guys want to add your commentary in the comments below, or just kind of help us out with like maybe need to clarify something that we missed or something, just leave it in the comments below. We'll get to it, we'll answer it and everything, and we'll, you know, figure it out together. So according to their Facebook page and their official website, the Gina curl was created with black women in mind by a lady named Gina Rivera, who interestingly enough is not a black woman, which isn't really a big deal to us because we really don't care, because we've gone to salons where we've had people do our hair who weren't black, and as long as they know black hair, it's fine. And this lady, she seems to know black hair.
So she created a multi-ethnic salon called Hair's Talent, and it's located in Connecticut. And she does a lot of like black hair services, but the one that's got people talking is the Gina curl.
Yeah, so it's a chemical service that allows black women to have manageable curly hair, sort of like how we get chemical relaxers in our hair to have manageable straight hair. But this is pretty much a curly perm for black people. It's not like other curly perms out there, like the Jerry curl. I don't know, the other ones are out there, Carefree S curl. I don't know much about curly perms, but apparently the Gina curl is not like the other curly perms out there. The Gina curl does not do double processing, so that's one main distinction between the Gina curl and curly perms. And that allows women who get the Gina curl to keep their length. So basically, we just want to know, are we missing out on the Gina curl? Did we just miss the boat completely? Like, we just can't get it at all? But yeah, just check out this clip and we'll let you guys know after. Alright, so in this clip, Gina is washing her client's hair, and then after that she's going to apply what is called Dio perm. I think Dio is like a perm that loosens the bonds in your hair, just kind of softens it up to prepare it to curl. And then after that, she's just going to go ahead and rinse it out, and then she is going to use rods. And apparently you can pick what kind of rods you want, just to kind of pick what kind of curl pattern you want your hair to curl in and set in. So that is what she's doing, and she's putting the rods in. I'm guessing the neutralizer goes in with the rods. That's where I get confused at, because I don't see any videos where it's just like full on beginning to end. But here she's washing everything out. And what's cool about it is you really don't have to do much to it afterwards. You just kind of play around with it, let it dry and everything. And as you can see, Gina's putting a little bit of product in there, but other than that, it's just low maintenance as soon as you're done rinsing it out.
Alright, so before I can say whether we relaxed girls can get in on the Gina curl craze, let's just get into the pros and cons.
Alright, so we're going to do the pros first. What are the good things about the Gina curl? Number one, the women who are getting it seem to love it. I haven't seen any negative videos out there. Like, after these girls get the Gina curl, they're just raving about it. They're in the mirror like, oh my god, and stuff, and they're doing their follow-ups.
Driving.
Yeah, so I'm seeing that it's something that people are getting and stuff. It's starting because it's going to be something that's big, and the women that are getting it are loving it.
Alright, number two pro is when the new growth comes in, it blends in with the previous processed hair a lot better than a relaxer would if you had a relaxer. So it's better like if you want to stretch your Gina curl. You know how we stretch our relaxers? Yeah. So if you do want to stretch your Gina curl, there's a lot easier. Yeah, there's no breakage.
Yeah, like you know how you have to worry about new growth and relaxed hair. With us, you know, we have to have a full-on routine to keep our new growth to be at least somewhat on the same page as our relaxed hair. They don't have to do much to it, so it's just like blends in easily.
Seamless,
And the third good thing about it is you can go swimming, you can work out, sweat, and you don't have to do much to your hair. After you're done, your curls are still manageable. You don't have to do a lot of maintenance with it. It's just gonna bounce back.
And lastly, it does not burn when you're applying it. If you guys see the clip, like the stylist is wearing no gloves when she's applying the Gina curl.
I saw that, I was like, wow.
Yeah. You guys know how before we get a relaxer, we have to put Vaseline all over our edges, our ears and everything. Gina curl chemicals is able to come in contact with the skin, unlike the relaxer chemicals, so no need for Vaseline and everything like we do. It's just, there's no burning at all.
Alright, so we're done with the pros. Let's move on to the cons, because all of this is like, it's too good to be true. I mean, okay, so the first con I would say is you have to travel to get there. It depends on where you live, but the con is it's somewhat still relatively new. And only one person, which is Gina, she's the only one that can do the Gina curl on you, and it's located in Connecticut. So if you do want this process done on your hair, you have to travel to Connecticut at their salon called Hair's Talent. She's the only one licensed, certified that can do it. It's been around for like, I would say about, I want to say 6 or 7 years, but
it's still fairly new.
It's still fairly new for something, for a chemical for black women's hair that's about to take off. But yeah, that is fairly new. So, and there's only one person that can do everyone's hair. So yeah, that's one of the cons about it.
I wonder if there's a wait list because she's the only one.
Yeah, that's another con. That's got to be hard on her, but she's working it.
All right, so the next con is that it takes a lot of time, 5 to 7 hours to be exact. It actually takes like 1.5 hours for the whole thing to process.
The process can take up to an hour and a half to apply the chemical.
And then you're in the salon basically the whole day. Yeah, you just gotta take off, do something, bring food, entertainment, something, stuff, because it's basically a whole day's worth of just hair.
Guys, when we get our relaxers, we're in the salon for like 2 hours tops, and then we're out of there. I can imagine being in the salon for 5 to 7 hours, like, and you know, especially with our hair, we're probably there probably more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a long time. Another con is that it doesn't seem like you have, once you get the Gina curl, it doesn't seem like you have a lot of versatility with how you wear your hair. I mean, if you do, you probably have to have, it seems like a very rigid routine. Like, I think you can't really get braids. Stay away from blow dryers and flat irons, which if you know us, you know that's our thing, you know, straightening our hair once a month though, but still, I think the whole point, I think, is to wear it curly. So it's just like it seems like there's limitations to how you can wear your hair once you get it. So, I mean, if you do decide to do all that, it might cause a little bit of damage, just mess it up. So that could come from me not knowing much about it. Like, you guys can comment below. Like I said, just let me know if I'm wrong about that. But from what I saw from other videos, there seems to be a little bit of limitations on what you can do with like styling your hair with other styles, protective styles or something like that if you want to go there. And the last kind, which you guys are probably wondering, you guys haven't mentioned how much this whole service is. Well, it's $500 plus, depending on how much hair you have. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming, because we saw.
Yeah, because there was a girl that we saw that she paid $950 for her Gina curl service.
I will tell you guys, I paid $950.
And that is a lot of money. So you really have to make sure that this is what you want for your hair. Like, research it, everything, because it's a lot. It's an investment.
It is. So to answer your question of whether relaxed girls can switch to the Gina curl, the answer is yes and no. Yes, in that you can switch to it, but you have to grow your relaxed hair out because you have to have a certain amount of new growth. You're gonna have to cut the relaxed ends off. And no, as in it probably, because it won't take on our hair, especially our hair, because we do flat iron and blow drying. So basically you can switch over, but you just won't get the full results. And paying that much money, I need every ounce of my money's worth. Child. And also, I can't imagine trying to transition from a chemical to using another chemical just to complete a transition. So it's probably best on women with virgin hair, natural hair, or women who just haven't fallen down the deep rabbit hole of relaxers like we have. So for the girls who are able to save up enough coin and mileage to go travel to Connecticut to get the Gina curl, their hair is actually growing. But how? So here's our theory. The first theory I'm thinking is their hair really isn't breaking off. Like we mentioned earlier, when the new growth comes in, it's blending in with the already processed curls, so they don't even have to worry about breakage. So their new growth is literally coming in full and it's staying there. Yeah. They're not losing any hair, so the growth textures. Exactly. Yeah. So they're keeping their length and they're getting growth. And point number 2 is that heat is rarely used, like we mentioned before. If they do want to straighten their hair, they will do like roller sets and everything. But for the most part, they just keep it curly, like what it's meant to do. Yeah. And lastly, Gina does have a hair plan. I read somewhere, or I saw somewhere where if she sees that something is off with the girl's hair, she'll say, hey, let's make a hair plan. She did that on a couple videos I saw. So when she's doing her hair, she's really good at paying attention to what each girl's hair needs. So it's not like a one-size-fits-all type of plan. So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Okay, now one thing we do want to know, if you guys remember the con that I said, how she's the only one that's doing the Gina curl, she does plan on, in fact, this month, she plans on holding like training sessions for other stylists in other states so that a lot of people won't have to come all over to Connecticut to get their hair done. I mean, I can only imagine it's maybe a lot on her, but it's just something she just wants to pass on her knowledge to other stylists, hairdressers and everything. So I'm going to keep an eye out on that, and maybe I can kind of do a connect with Lisa in her training session and we can have like a West Coast Gina curl thing going.
Lisa.
Yeah.
We don't really have too much of an opinion on the Gina curl. You know, whatever works for your hair, whatever you want to do for your hair.
Yeah.
They're using chemicals to keep their hair curly. We're using chemicals to keep our hair straight, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. These girls who are getting Gina curl, they're pretty much going through the same criticisms that we're going through with like, oh, black women putting chemicals in their hair. What are you doing? You're processing your curls. You're processing your hair. We see it. I've been peeping the comments on these Gina curl videos. Y'all stay strong. But yeah, just let us know if you guys have tried it, or if any of y'all like have it in mind. Maybe you have curly hair and you want to make it more manageable. Is it something that you plan on doing? I don't know. Just leave in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Let's chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next Sunday for another video.
Bye.